Hi guys, let me show you how to make this beautiful triangular jacket, also known as Cocoon jacket. It is a very simple tutorial and you'll be making this with just 1 yard of Ankara print. If this is what you're interested in learning, please keep on watching and let's get started. I have my Ankara print on top the table, and like I said, I'll be making use of 1 yard of it. So this Ankara print comes by 45 inches in length and just 36 inches. I hope you guys understand. So guys, I've placed my fabric on top of the table, and this part of it is by 45 and this part is by 36 inches. So this part of the 36 inches is this part that always comes with the name on it. So I'll move over to my sewing machine and fold it into 2 and stitch it with a tight stitch. So I'll be folding that part. I hope you can see what I'm trying to show you. Now I'll move over to my sewing machine and do that. I am done doing that, and here it is on top of the table. Now guys, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and measure the remaining parts, which is the part that is by 45. You know, I've stitched like 1 inch on both sides because I folded in by half inches. I hope you guys understand. So I'm going to measure it. After measuring it, what I had remaining was 42 inches and half. Okay, so now what I'm going to do next is bring in my fabric, a plain fabric. You can make use of any type of fabric. You can also make use of this particular Ankara print, or you can make use of a plain fabric for these parts. So I'm going to be using it as my band. So that my band, I'm going to have about 43 inches right there. Okay, or you can go ahead and make it excess. By the time you are done joining it, you go ahead and cut off the remaining. So this band unfolds, like I folded it into 2 before cutting it out. Unfold is going to be 2.5 inches, but when you open it up, it's going to be 5 inches. I hope you understand. That is the height of the band. Now I'm going to move over to my sewing machine and stitch it using half an inch. After stitching with half an inch, what I'm going to have remaining on the band would be 2 inches. So this is how I'm going to go sew it on my sewing machine, although we are going to go stitch it up together. So after doing this for one part, I will repeat the same thing to the other side. You can go ahead and pin it up if you cannot stitch it without pinning up. That is in case you are a beginner. Okay, so I'm moving over to my sewing machine right now and I've started stitching. If you want to stitch, make use of half an inch to do this. Okay, so as you can see, I am trying to stitch it up. Once I am done, I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. And you guys, you know that part of it is going to be rough, so go ahead and weave it. Okay, if you don't have a weaving machine, you can as well use your bias to pipe it. That is also okay. So guys, I am done and I'm trying to show you that I've weaved the rough edges. Now I'm going to turn over to the part that I folded in, which is the part that has no band. And what I'm going to do is fold it into 2 just to locate the middle of it. Okay, now once I'm done locating the middle, I'm going to use my chalk to mark it out. Now after doing this for one part, I'll repeat the same thing for the other end. So I'm going to fold into 2, locate the middle, and then chalk it out. You can see the way I'm doing that. Now once I'm done with that, I have my middle, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is fold in a diagonal form. You can see how I placed my hand in the middle before trying to fold the fabric. So this is what it should look like after you are done folding. Okay, now after that, from the pointy part, you're going to have to measure down to your sleeve opening. So if your sleeve opening is 18 inches, go ahead and divide it by 2 and place your tape on the pointy part and mark it down. So what I marked down right there was 9 inches. Now after marking down to this 9 inches, I'm going to hold it from that point and then I'm going to have to pin it up. Okay, so I'm using my pin to secure it in place. Now after this, I will also repeat the same thing to the other side. So this is what it should look like once you are done pinning. Okay, Now I'm going to equally repeat the same thing to the other side. Place my hand in the middle and then fold in a diagonal form. Now after doing this for one side, I will also repeat the same thing for the other side. And yeah, this is what I have. And then I'm going to place my tape and measure down to 9 inches for my sleeve opening as well. Mark it down and then use my pin to hold from that particular point down to the end of it where we have our band. Okay, so guys, I am done pinning it. Next thing I'm going to do is to stitch from that point downwards. Okay, and repeat the same thing to the other side. So guys, I am done stitching it and this is what I have. We are done with this tutorial. It is very simple. So guys, after stitching, this is what it should look like. For those of you that might be confused on how to wear this, okay, it will look like a bag, but now take a look at how I'm trying to arrange it. I'll arrange it and go give it a good press. This is what it should look like. And if you want to wear it, just insert your hand on the sleeve opening that you have right there. Okay, so guys, we are done with this tutorial. You can see it is very simple, and yeah, this is what it looks like. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up. I will see you in my next one. Bye.